Hey, it's the preacher, and I'm going to show you something I've been doing here for the last, I don't know, couple of months. In the summer, when I get peppers, I usually get way too many. And this is what I do. I add about 2 to 3% salt, puree them, and then put them in a vacuum seal bag, or I'll put them in a jar with a water lock, or some kind of, I'll ferment them. Okay, so I have fermented them in the past inside vacuum seal bags, and I've had mixed luck. Sometimes the seals would come undone, sometimes it would work great. Well, I've got a new vacuum sealer that does a much better job than my old one. Anyways, when you do this, as I've done in the past, you'll add vinegar or salt water or just water or all different sorts of liquid, and you'll run that through some kind of a screen after you blend it. Anyways, what you end up doing is you end up with mash left over. Let me show you. So you take that liquid, you press it all out, you run it through a screen or a sieve of some kind, and what you have left is a bunch of partially ground seeds and some thick skins that won't go through. And so you can take and add vinegar to this and use it as a condiment. You can put it back in with your next batch of fermentation and speed it up. But I've always thought, man, I think it would make a great marinade. And so that's what I've been doing with it. I've been marinating chicken, especially these little chicken breasts, the chicken tenderloins. And so what I've been doing, marinating these, because they're small, they're uniform, they cook on a grill. You've seen me grill these a lot. I love grilled chicken tenderloins. They cook fast. I'm not standing out there in the hot summer slaving over a grill. So what I do is I've got a couple of bags, my wife's bag and my bag. And so in my wife's bag, how many of these do I have here? Well, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4. All right. 4 for her, 6 for me. I'm just kidding. There's 3, 4, 5 for her. And let's do 5 for me. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to wash this knife, wash my hands. I don't want to burn the beans. Alright, so here's what we've done. You don't have to do these in vacuum sealed bags. You can do these in Ziploc bags. I'm just doing them in a vacuum sealed bag because I can. Alright, this is going to be mine here, and I want mine spicy. So I'm going to put quite a bit of the marinade in there. That's probably 2 tablespoons. That's probably 3 tablespoons. Alright, in my wife's, I'm not going to make hers like I'm making mine. I'm going to put maybe a half a tablespoon in hers. You can make it as hot or as mild as you want to. Now, in mine, I want some garlic. So I'm going to add some garlic, granulated garlic. In hers, I'll add some granulated garlic. Tone's Italian seasoning. I'll make hers kind of Italian style. Mine not so much. I want paprika in mine. Mainly for color. It's easy to tell which the hot ones are if they're red. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to put some ranch seasoning in mine. This is just a packaged ranch dressing mix. I'll throw a little bit of that in about everything. Okay. You can put whatever you want in here. I'm putting what I have. I'm going to put a little sour cream in mine. Don't knock it till you tried it. Now here's the key thing anytime you're marinating. Fat carries flavor. These are chicken tenderloins. Very little fat. So you need to add some fat. I like avocado oil. So I'm going to put some avocado oil in there. And I'm going to put some avocado oil in mine. Okay, I also have some sliced onions, diced onions. Little pro tip, if you will fold your top over, cuff it over once, fold that over again, it'll keep your vacuum seal bag clean. Alright, here's what you end up with. You got a nice tight sealed bag. This holds the marinade right up against the meat, doesn't allow it to separate out. This is my wife's. You can see very little pepper in there. Here's mine with the sour cream and the paprika. This will all balance out. We've got a couple hours till we grill these. So I'm going to throw them in the fridge while the beans cook, the rice is done. And I'll just flip them over every once in a while and smash them around, make sure everything's making contact. You can wad these up any way you want to. Everything balances out inside a vacuum sealed bag. So there we go. I'll see you back here in a couple hours. Actually, we'll be out there on the grill in a couple hours. It's almost 4 o'clock. We'll be out there about 6. See you then. There's you a close-up look at the marinade. You can see this is the one I did from the wife, and it's got the more Italian seasoning in it, very little pepper. You flip over here and look at something like mine. Well, that's the dimpled up side. See, it might have more pepper on this side, maybe more sour cream on that side. It'll all be balanced out by the time we go to the grill. This is what you're dealing with. Here, let me get you a big one. Alright, this is what our mash looks like while it's fermenting. You'll see some air bubbles in here. That's because it's giving off carbon dioxide as it's fermenting. So we'll leave it in there for another month or so. Here's the mash up close. After you've pulled your liquid out of it, you've mixed your vinegar with it, whatever you're going to do to extract that heat and flavor, this is what you end up with. And this is what we're adding to the marinade to give us a good spicy texture. And it actually sticks on the chicken very well as it grills. Best grill brush in the business right there. I'll leave a link in the description below for 20% off. Really, everything Grillaholics has. Solid material. Okay, after about 2 hours of sitting in the fridge, here's what you end up with. Smell is amazing. I can't take it no longer. If they only knew what was on this grill. Alright, let me try a little piece. Man. This mash was primarily cayenne pepper. And you get that cayenne pepper taste, but you also get a little bit of that fermented pepper taste in there with it. One of the things I noticed is I had vinegar mixed in with that mash at the end. I didn't ferment it with vinegar, but I added vinegar to it. That really breaks down the chicken. You don't get a vinegary taste at all, but the acid really breaks down the chicken. The burn you see on there, those char marks, that's just the peppers cooking. Alright, I can't sit here and just eat those. I mean, I can, but I don't want to. So there you have it. If you guys do make your own fermented pepper sauce, a Tabasco style sauce or something similar to that, don't throw away that mash. Use it for a marinade. It's great. I've used it on beef, I've used it on deer, but chicken is quick and easy. I've about run out, but I've got mash in there fermenting now. I've got more peppers still on the plant that I will ferment, so hopefully I'll have enough to get me through at least the first part of fall and maybe into winter. If you guys want to check out Grillaholics, I'll leave a link to their stuff down below. Use that promo code, you'll get 20% off. They have more than just grill brushes. They have their own line of seasoning. If you've watched my channel, you've seen me use their seasoning, their salt, pepper, their SPG plus butter. That is probably the favorite that I have. And just follow the link down below. Use the code. Get 20% off. See you guys on the next video.